Hi, my name's Lachlan Wilmot and I'm the Strength and Power Coach here at the GWS Giants. Over the past few seasons with Fusion Sport, we've started to look at video clips around the concept of plyometric training and how it can be applied to your athletes in both a team setting and an individual setting. The idea behind dispelling that fallacy that plyometric training can cause injury and supplying some sort of progressive, systematic way that we can start to push your athletes forward with different variations of our plyometric training. Now, over the next 8 episodes, we want to start to look at how we can apply the systematic approach that we've looked at over the past 2 seasons with a return to play or return to performance program. We want to make sure that we can apply these plyometric options in a nice systematic approach to return an athlete after injury, usually a lower body injury with the plyometric options we're going to choose, whether that be foot, ankle, knee, hip. That's going to be up to you guys to decide how you want to apply it. But for the next 8 episodes, we're going to look at how you can actually systematically build some jump land platforms and also start to progress your athletes to more dynamic exposures. So for this episode, we're going to start to look at how we can start to introduce that ankling or that dorsiflexion position we refer to as our active foot position, and start to utilize a couple of drills to get your athletes back and utilizing that nice, strong ankle complex. Maddie's going to join us and she's going to demonstrate all of our exercises, both from our low-level ones all the way through to our dynamic high-level ones at the end. So let's get stuck in and let's see what we can start to do with our athletes from the ground level when they've just started to return after injury. So for this first progression, Maddie's going to show us a simple pogo drill where we're starting to look at that active dorsiflexion. So she's going to be pulling those toes up, and as she's coming down, she's going to be pushing that forefoot into the ground. There's going to be some small absorption there because obviously we don't want those joints stiff and locked out. But by the same token, we don't want her knees and hips to be absorbing any of this load. This is all coming from the Achilles and foot complex. Okay, Maddie, let's give us a bit of a demonstration. Here we go, nice and explosive, good, toes up each time. Nice and controlled, good, and relax, well done. So what you'll notice with Maddie as she's going through, it's not just this nice exhilarating jump each time, it's very isolated to her ankle and foot complex. That knee's gonna be soft, not stiff, but we don't want it being utilized. And you'll notice she's cueing by slapping that foot to the ground each time, really over-exaggerating that pushing into the ground and actively lifting that foot up. Maddie's going to demonstrate how we can start to introduce that single leg concept. It's a little bit hard for a lot of people to do just single leg the whole time because it's a lot of body weight going through just a small little complex. So it's very important that we start to shift and introduce them slowly to it. So what Maddie's going to do is she's going to start double leg like we just did. She's then going to shift and do 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and keep alternating as she starts to feel that rhythm. So Maddie, do you want to give us a bit of a demonstration? Slapping down, nice active foot, double, that's it. Good and controlled. Well done. For those of you that are struggling to get the concept of pogos and the feel, skipping is a perfect option. A really nice way to introduce dorsiflexion and an active foot to someone that's struggling. Teaches good tempo, teaches good Achilles control, but just make sure they're not doing big tuck jumps. It's nice and controlled, nice and simple through the Achilles complex. Now, ultimately, with any injury or any return to play progressions, it needs to be up to the coach and the individual to know what to progress and what to introduce. We've obviously shown a very nice Achilles ankle complex position that we can start to actively teach that foot position. But obviously, if they're coming back from some sort of ankle injury, probably not the best place to start. So really make sure you understand the progressions based on the injury that you have. But this is a really nice way to start to introduce some load back into the lower limb when you're starting to return to performance. So if you want to keep watching these progressions and see where we go next week, make sure you jump on the YouTube channel under Fusion Sport.